Hi, my name's Frances Brennan. I'm on the Cornwall LEP Board, Local Enterprise Partnership Board. One of the things I wanted to talk to you today was about what life is going to look like potentially in the new normal after we finish our period of lockdown. I think it's really important that we begin to think about the changes for people, people of all ages, all backgrounds, as all of us have handled this in very different ways. I think we need to understand that some people are very anxious, they're very nervous about returning to work. Others have used the time to reflect on their own situations, reevaluate own work-life balance and how things will be in the future and whether this is exactly the way they want to be going forward. And so in some ways it's been quite life-changing for all of us. I think it's important for us to begin to understand how life has changed. And certainly for those of us that have worked and worked from home, we've had to work very differently. We've begun to understand that those of us who've got caring responsibilities, have learnt that we can work and care for children or care for elderly relatives. But it's quite hard. You're trying to balance the needs of everybody and try and keep your day job and try and keep your mental health together as well. And it's a real challenge. But at the same time, it's highly rewarding. We've all learned that we can spend more time with our families and that we really care for our families. And the things we really miss are the hugs. It's really difficult. From a work perspective, we've learned that we can if you've got a job that you can work on a computer, you can Zoom or you can use Microsoft Teams, or actually we've learnt we don't have to travel and drive miles across the county for a meeting. You can actually have a good quality meeting and see people all from the comfort of your spare room or your office. Or I've enjoyed seeing everybody's backdrop being slightly different, whether it's a bookcase or whether it's a kitchen table. It's been fascinating. I like to bear in mind though as well that some people don't have the access to the IT, so either they haven't got the capability or they haven't got the equipment, or they're not able to afford the super fast broadband and the packages that really enable you to work differently. So we've got some work to do there about helping people to use modern technology and work differently going forward. So when we come to think about what employers can do differently going forward, part of the lead that I have on the LEP board is to work with the team that are devising our local industrial strategy, and we're looking at inclusive growth. So when we ease out of lockdown, and we will, I'd like employers to think about trying to be a little more understanding about people's needs. Understand that they might be a bit nervous or anxious coming back to work. Understand mental health a little more because it impacts on everybody. I also would love to see employers being slightly more accommodating with looking after children, looking after elderly relatives, looking after ourselves. Actually, do we need to work 9 till 5? Do we need to do lots of miles running across the county? Can we work a bit differently? And I think that's really important to begin to build that into any recruitment plans that we have going forward. So from an inclusive growth perspective, wouldn't it be lovely if employers began to think about employing people on flexible contracts, flexible hours, for older people who've maybe chosen not to work as much but still have a huge amount of value to give to the economy. Maybe 5-10 hours a week might suit them, or it might be that you have somebody with care responsibilities, has to do the school run, but could do their work in the evening, providing they've got the right IT and the right access to IT. So there's no reason for us to be the same as we always have been. I suppose, why would you do this as an employer? Well, from my point of view, I think it's better for everyone. You'll have much more effective use of your staff time because people will be more productive if you look after them and you work differently. We'll save fuel costs and we'll help to save on the green economy as well by not driving endlessly to meetings or time spent on public transport getting to places where actually you could do some of that from home. And I think really from that you'll have lower turnover as well, because if you support your staff to work differently, people want to stay with you and help you grow your business. But ultimately, I think it's the right thing to do. Look after your people, think differently, and be kind. Thank you.